king, 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 king. See me preaching on the YouTube, on your HD display screen. Out again, Raj and neck cowies, slaying birds with a me. Jobber to the left of me, Parmesan to the right. I've got a crown, I've got a cape, your nose I will bite. 'Cause I'm K-I-N-G, I'm fucking mint. K-I-N-G, Joe Hendry's a bint. K-I-N-G, WTF. K-I-N-G, now it rhymes with F.
It's me, it's that G-R-A-D-O. No, it's the K-I-N-G, and we're here again for some more WTF Moments from WCPW Loaded episode 7. It is 7, isn't it?
It is 7.
Episode 7. And once again with these WCPW Loaded WTF Moment videos, we start with a disclaimer at the top of the show. But this week it isn't a WTF moment because it's just weird and wacky. It's a WTF moment because it's so fucking true. Jack's always losing that black hat of his, and then he's always crying, and he's always shitting into his nappy as well. WTF moment because it's true rather than some random fact made up out of Sam Driver's dark and disturbing mind. WTF. Ooh, Emma Blackery at a WCPW event. Ooh, YouTube star. Ooh, Adam Blompier's YouTube friend. YouTube wanker. And while we're on about YouTube, where the fuck was my invite to Summer in the City or wherever that bullshit event was called? I'm the biggest fucking star on YouTube. So sick, I'm such a sick guy and I wasn't invited. Bullshit! What about that bloke that held up the chair for Joe Coffey to drive Primate's head into, eh? All he had to do was stand there stationary and not move a muscle, but instead the cheeky little bugger, the cheeky little monkey, the little tinker, went like that towards Primate's head, so it had more of an impact when he bashed his head. We're in 2016 for crying out loud. WCPW should have chair shots to the head outlawed. Mr. Parmesan, do you want them all to get concussed, do you, you sick fuck? Do you, that man in the front row, do you want them all to get concussed as well? You sick fuck. Bunch of sick fucks everywhere. Anyway, he should have done that. He should just stood there stationary instead of trying to hurt my best friend Primate. While we're talking about the Primate though, at the WCPW tapings on Wednesday and Thursday, I'd just like to say that the man avoided me. I've been calling him out in these videos in recent times, and you know, I was there both nights, and I'm not making this up, right? He saw me and he darted backstage. He fucking shot himself. Oh. And of course, when we're on about Primate, of course I've got to include his suicide dive off the top of the fire exit. What a fucking gnarly move. I bet you didn't expect to see anything like that on WCPW, did you? We're taking things to the fucking extreme. And of course, Mr. Alex Shane stole the only line, the only sort of jokey thing he could say about this. So I'm just going to say it again because fuck him and fuck you too. Of course, Primate here was a flying monkey just like off the Wizard of Oz. Ha 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 ha! Laugh, please, now. Oh. Primate, you fucking stone raj bastard, you. Oh, he's going to kill me, isn't he, one day? Oh. And next we have that moment from General Manager Adam Parmesan who said, "You two need to settle your differences in the ring because I'm your What Culture Pro Wrestling General Manager, Adam Pacitti." What a funny voice he's got there. While Nixon, Newell and B. Priestley, guess where they were stood? Of course they were stood in a bastard wrestling ring. What a waste of fucking breath there. Tosser. Cunt. Now I've been speaking to the director of those backstage promos, Mr. Christopher Thompson. That's Christopher with a K because he's a hipster and has a beard and he's really cool. And he said that that promo where Adam Blompier was speaking to a pair of white jeans was supposed to be a secret. Who's Blompier speaking to? Who's he signed a deal with here? Of course we all knew it was James R. Kennedy. It couldn't have been more fucking obvious if they tried. And they still tried to keep it a secret even though they used the word perspective in the actual fucking promo. How stupid do they think we are? Chris is stood behind this camera right now. I'll ask him, how fucking stupid do you think the people are, Chris?
The wrestling fans.
He said you're wrestling fans. I don't know what that means. Reading that what you will. If you want me to bite his fucking nose off, just let me know and I'll fucking kill him. Chris Thompson, fuck you! So how about that moment where Grado and Joseph Connors, their hands were clasped, they were ready to deliver a double elbow drop to Drake, who was prone in the middle of the ring. Just before they were about to set off on their descent towards Drake's chest though, Drake started to get up. Grado, being the polite and lovely man that he is, my spirit animal, my bear, my everything, my hero. He told Drake just to sit back down there, bonny lad, and then they went. Drake didn't know what was coming. There was a miscommunication, a malfunction at the junction, They fucked up. Oh, it's Alex Shana! Oh my God, it's gone.
I told you not to fucking do it this time.
Fuck you! But King Ross, you're probably thinking to yourself about now, I follow you on Twitter. I saw the picture you put on Twitter today of the big, massive fucking good tripod being returned after a stint in New York with Adams, Blompier and Parmesan and then a WCPW tapings this week. Well, let me tell you what happened there, motherfuckers. Those pricks at whatculture.com, they teased me with the gloriousness of that massive, big, thick tripod. It was there. It was stood there. I was ready to use it for this video, but then guess what? The Eric Bischoff tour in Manchester cropped up. Half of the bastard offers left, and they took that fucking lovely tripod with them. They teased me, they blue-balled me, and then they took it all away. They set of bastard pricks. I'm sick of being a lack of priority here, me. I might quit. Well, I quit. Who knows? Pay me more money. But anyway, the commentary team of Mr. Alex Shane and my good pal DBL, Mr. Dave Bradshaw, they call Grado's our Grado a Grado crusher. Quite frankly, that's the wrong name. That'd be like calling Randy Orton's RKO an Orton crusher. Wrong. Fucking wrong. Not right. Wrong. As you can tell by probably looking at me, I'm a fully grown man. I'm a fine specimen of manliness. I do not play Pokemon Go, but because it's the cool thing in town at the moment, of course, WCPW latched onto that and had Grado do a backstage segment where he was looking for a Pikachu nest or some shit. Now I asked around the office and the Pokemon Go expert, the Pokemon Go nerd in the office, Mr. Chris Thompson, who of course I told to go fuck himself earlier, he told me there's a WTF moment here. So Chris, and you come bonny lad and explain to me what it is, because I can't be asked to do any research. This is Chris. This is the man behind the camera, the man who makes me look $1 million. Chris is going to explain to you now how that is a WTF moment, Grado's little backstage Pokemon segment thing, because I can't be asked to do research about such a shitty little childish thing. Off you go, Chris.
Okay, so when you're playing Pokemon, there's like a radar that pulsates, right, on your GPS. So anything in that range will show up. So that range is quite big, and that room was quite close to the fire exit. So technically, he could have been across the road and still found that Pikachu nest, which wasn't there, by the way. It's the only Pokemon Grado knew.
So you're telling me that Grado could have saved himself an arse kicking by, keeping things real.
But I'll tell you what, there was a Primeape in there.
Kill me now. Somebody kill me now. How about those Right Said Fred chants to my favourite wrestler in the world today, Mr. Martin Kirby? You may be thinking to yourself that this is a diss, a burn at the expense of my good pal Martin, but oh no, mon frere, contraire, mon frere. Right Said Fred, didn't you know? They were too sexy for their shirts. So fucking sexy, it hurt them. It hurt them a lot. Good job Martin doesn't wear a shirt when he's in the ring, or he'd be in a lot of pain, wouldn't he? Because he's such a sexy motherfucker. Ooh, yeah. So when my favourite wrestler in the world today, Mr. Martin Kirby, hit his Michinoku driver, the commentary team, they called that spot correctly. But poor old Joseph Connors, when he hit the same move earlier in the night, They simply called it a sit-out slam. They didn't give it the full Michinoku driver treatment. Why, I ask, is Mr. Joseph Connors not worthy enough of Mr. Martin Kirby? In my eyes, no. But that's not the point, is it? He should be getting the same treatment. Both moves should be called the same thing. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm going to pick a little fault in the Ospreay versus Kirby match. Oh, I don't like my job sometimes, but here we go. So you see that little kick there from Mr. William Ospreay. The fact that Mr. Martin Kirby no-sold it will tell you that he missed. Right then, here we fucking go. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Mr. William Ospreay, sir, good sir, the respect I have for you is through the roof, motherfucker, through the roof. But if he just cut out that flippy shit and just simply punted Martin in the face, he would have connected. He might have won that match. Just a suggestion. Flippy shit, cut it out. And yes, of course, the result of that match is a bona fide WTF moment because none of you mocks saw it coming, did you? Mr. Martin Kirby defeated the great, the best of the Super Juniors, Mr. William Ospreay. WTF. But of course, this sick guy here, he was on the Kirby train from day one. Don't listen to Alex Shane. He's copying my shtick. He's copying my commentary. How shit must he be? I'm the guy that said Martin Kirby's theme was an absolute anthem from day one. I was singing along with it. Some of you didn't like it, but I was having a fucking great time. I'm the guy that goes around to Martin Kirby's house every Sunday. We close the curtains, we put the candles on, we sing I've Got You, Babe to each other, holding hands and everything. Don't believe me? Go back to the very first match you had in WCPW and listen to the commentary. I'm his biggest fan. He's my favourite wrestler, and you're all jumping on the bandwagon now, giving him the biggest division of the night. You should be ashamed of yourself, you bunch of marks. All of you Martin Kirby marks. Oh, fuck you. Gabriel Kidd saying that the statue of St. George's hippie green in the centre of Newcastle is not of Prince Amin. Bullshit. Adam Blompier's wheelchair malfunction at the junction, confusion at the station. He couldn't fucking get over that little hump, could he, the stupid prick? Now, honestly, the editing team have done Mr. Blompier solid here, because if you thought that was long on the show, fuck me sideways and call me Betty. What would you must have thought if you were there live? He was there trying to thrust himself over that hump for a good 2.5 bastard minutes. I thought it was never going to end. He almost had to just break the whole storyline, come away from that script, get up and walk down to the ring. It almost came to that, but somehow that fucking bastion, that stallion of a man, Mr. James R. Kennedy, and them guns he's got in those white jeans, that made sense, didn't it? Yes. Somehow those guns got him over that hump and down the ramp. Well, not down the ramp, to the top of the ramp. My God, Maggle, I bet you're sitting there thinking to yourselves at home, why was the crowd ignoring General Manager Adam Parmesan as he set up a match for Stacked? Why were they just chatting over his words and just not listening to them? Well, here's why. General Manager Mr. Adam Parmesan, he actually came out on the ramp and cut a promo to the crowd live as the tapings were taking place, but my God, he made a whoopsie. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Mr. Adam Parmesan's birthday is on August 21st, and he announced that Stacked would be taking place, you guessed it, on August 21st instead of the 24th. He fucked up. Because he fucked up, because he said the wrong date and we had the risk of the whole world turning up on the 21st expecting Stacked to be taking place, we had to reshoot that little segment in the office here at whatculture.com and air that over the top with the crowd piped in. Didn't it sound awful? Yes, it did. Parmesan fucked up, and he will love it that I've revealed this to you. He will love it, honestly. Go and tell him on Twitter, he'll love it. Yeah. And that's it for the WTF Moments from WCPW Loaded Episode 7. I've been King Ross, you've been my loyal subjects. Now we'll catch you next week for some WWE Raw.
Do you want to see WCPW live but are allergic to the awful people of Newcastle? WCPW is coming to Greater Manchester on Saturday the 8th of October to the Altrincham Silver Blades Arena. Your ticket won't just get you a stacked card featuring Cody Rhodes versus Kurt Angle, but will also grant you access to our first ever fan convention during the day. Meet the What Culture guys, have photos with your favourite WCPW wrestlers, a host of other surprises, and VIP members will get to meet Kurt Angle and Cody Rhodes in person. Tickets can be bought at WC.PW.